I have a big problem.
Well, you know what big problems call for. Big pieces of pie!
Okay, Brad, what is it?
Well, I had a little accident.
Well, tell your mother to clean it up.
No, Dad. See, the other day at baseball practice, I was pitching, and I was trying out my curveball. And, well, I hit Mr. Jacobs' car.
What?
I didn't mean to. It was an accident. And after practice, when he asked what happened to his windshield, I lied, and I said I didn't know.
Okay, just tell me. Was it the BMW or the Buick?
The BMW.
Oh! Okay, so you break a windshield, and then you lie on top of it.
I know. I feel really bad about it. What should I do?
Well, first, you're going to pay for the windshield, and then you are grounded with no computer.
But, Dad, but...
No buts about it. It's like the good book says. He that lieth to thy neighbor's wife shall end up in the belly of a fish.
Dad, it was Mr. Jacobs.
I don't care who it was. If you never lie, then you can always look yourself in the eye.
That doesn't even make sense. You can't look yourself in the eye.
Brad, just don't lie.
Jessica's freaking
Daddy! Daddy!
What is it?
Sheila just told me that you're going to sell the family car. You
Sheila!
just can't do that. I have way too many memories in that car, Dad.
Oh, kitten, it's just a rust bucket. It barely runs anymore.
Have some pie, dear. I made your favorite chocolate cream.
You know, I mean, Jessica, that van should be demolished anyhow. The amount of chlorofluorocarbons it emits is probably the sole reason for the hole in the ozone layer.
Oh, but Sheila, don't you remember how much fun we used to have in that car? Honey, remember when we drove across country in it?
Oh, how could I forget? 3 car-sick kids screaming and throwing up nonstop for 2 weeks.
Whenever I think of chocolate milk and French fries, I think of that trip.
Jessica, do you remember the time that you were driving down Main Street in that car? You had the mirror turned and you were putting on your lipstick, and all of a sudden, kabam! You ran right into Mr. Jacobs' front porch. Oh, don't you ever so mad?
What about the time you ran into that fire truck?
Oh, honey,
That frame is so bent. I'm surprised the van didn't drive sideways.
Or wait, what about the time I set crayons in the gas tank?
Oh, yes.
I guess it wasn't that funny.
Jessica, dear, you took your driving test in the van.
Yeah, all 8 times. Sheila, shut up.
Well, it hardly matters anyway because it's already been sold.
What?
Yeah, there's a young fellow coming by in a little while with a check.
Who is it, one of Brad's friends who saved his milk money for a week to buy it?
No, smarty. It's just a young fella, just got married, starting a family. Look, I got over twice the book value on it.
Daddy, you're not really going to sell it, are you?
Dad, did you tell him what was wrong with it before he bought it?
No, and neither will you. Now, look, that's probably him.
I'll go invite him in, dear. Maybe he'll want some pie.
That's a good idea, hon. Now, don't the two of you have something that you should be doing? Don't you have a husband that needs nagging? Some screech owls that need saving?
Fine,
Okay,
I'll
Dad,
go.
we're going.
But you know, Dad, maybe just once, if nothing else, you could think about the environment.
Go.
And which one's fine.
Go hug a tree.
I'm going.
You are grounded.
Oh.
Howdy, Miss Stevenson.
Jack. Nice to see you, Jack. Have you got the check?
Oh, I sure do.
Good. I'm telling you, Jack, she's a beaut. My family is really upset that we are selling her.
Oh, I can just imagine. You know, I don't know that much about cars, so I was worried about just a couple of things.
Things? What kind of things? She's in great shape, Jack.
But, Dad, what about hitting the Jacobs porch?
Brad, don't you have to go play on your computer?
I'm grounded, remember?
Well, sir, what I first noticed was that there was a lot of smoke coming from out the exhaust.
Jack, you're starting to sound like one of those environmentalists.
Those are colo-foro...
Brad, don't you have to go work on your curveball, son?
Well, sir, also, the next thing I noticed was when I was inside the car, there was this awfully strange odor Kind of like...
Chocolate milk and french fries?
That's it.
Brad! I'm telling you, that's nothing that one of those little pine tree fresheners won't fix right up. I'm telling you, this thing is worth so much more, we're practically giving it away.
Oh, I reckon so, sir. But the thing I noticed most was that when I was driving the car, there was this uncontrollable shaking going on.
That's from the bent frame, Jack.
Bent frame?
Brad! These kids, they say the craziest things. He gets it from the TV, Brad!
Dad. What? You remember the thing about the fish in the wife's belly?
What are you talking about?
You know, never lie, and you can always look yourself in the eye.
Did I say that? I did say that. Listen, Jack.
Yes, sir?
You know, I'm thinking maybe this isn't the best car for you.
Oh, shucks, but you said it yourself. Why, she's a beaut.
I know, but she's hard on gas, and, you know, I think we're just going to keep it.
Well, if it's the check you're worried about, I can get you the cash.
No, it's not that. It's just that, well, what with 2 girls and teaching them to drive, it's had a few fender benders, and, well, she has a tendency to overheat over 60 degrees, and that green smoke you saw coming out of the tailpipe, it comes from my son's Crayolas. Jack, I'm telling you, this is not the right car for you. I'm sorry, Jack, but, no sale.
Well, sir, I do thank you for your honesty. I'm mighty grateful.
It's
mighty
all
grateful,
right.
sir.
Really, it's quite all right, Jack.
Yes, sir.
Jack, will you let go of my hand, Jack?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Much obliged.
Dad?
Son?
I think I'll go talk to Mr. Jacobs now.
Yeah, good. Hey, son?
Yeah, Dad.
You know what rhymes with lie?